Today in the crypto space, we're seeing some green price action. Bitcoin at about $84,500, Ethereum right around $2,000. Guys, Ethereum needs to break back above that 2,000 psychological level. And of course, the altcoins, and some of them are deep in the green like Sui, Near Protocol, Aptos, and many others. In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, I want to focus on one project, and that project is called HYPERLIQUID. So you know what? Let's talk about the news. Let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins. Looking for opportunity, whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's see what's going on here with this market. We can see that the overall market cap is now in an uptrend, which is very, very nice. However, still below the $3 trillion mark. Guys, we could be making a higher high right now as we speak, pushing to higher levels. And although the trading volume is still in a big picture downtrend, as you can see, at least on this move to the upside, we're seeing a bit of market participation ticking upwards, which is obviously welcomed. More market participation, especially on an upturn, which means that obviously there's some people that believe in a pump at the current moment. We do have some good trending altcoins right now. Heroes of Mavia waking up much more than many others. In fact, it's currently in a pullback, but it was up significantly today. Pancake Swap getting a nice, sustainable move to the upside. I appreciate its move. We got Plume doing pretty good, and many others doing pretty good today. A lot of us are thinking, when altcoin season? Guys, we're getting good signs that Bitcoin could be reversing. We're getting good signs that maybe we're done with this dip, and maybe we're going to be looking for some relief. And guys, what better time, guys, right before the summer, where things go sideways, we could get a bit of that relief and maybe even, get a nice bull run reaction to the upside. Bitcoin right now is looking pretty interesting. It is currently looking for a break to the upside. Some interesting price action today in the sense that it's been going sideways and planking, but at least right now we're pushing for a potential breakout. And if it happens, great. And if it doesn't, within the range we stay, guys. And of course, that is super, super boring, but at least now we're finally at the top of the range looking for a breakout with a bit of trading volume. It's not bad of a scenario. Ideally, we get more trading volume. Big picture, this is not a lot of volume. So I'm just throwing it out there. Big picture, the reality is this is not a lot of volume. The only thing that I can say is in comparison to yesterday, we're getting a little bit more, but it's still very, very low. Okay, so Ethereum looking pretty good too, 3.7% right now. We should see the Bitcoin dominance falling. Of course, tonight we'll take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. And when I'm live at 8 p.m. EST, feel free to join. And obviously during the live stream, I take requests. So if you have any projects you want me to cover and take a look at, just feel free to join, and we'll definitely put those requests in top priority. All right, guys, let's see what else is happening here. Being an uptrend, bullish. We have Solana waking up a little bit, only 2%, but structurally speaking, nothing really major. We see also Cardano going sideways, but up 3%, but nothing major because it's still within structure, as you can see, going sideways. A lot of sideways price action today, guys. Although we are in the green, you can see that it is still very sideways. Even Altcoin got a nice boost to the upside, 40% in the last 7 days, which is great. Some good news out of the founder of Altcoin, finally being able to travel once again. So the community is getting bullish once again. We have Chainlink still going sideways, and you can see lots of sideways price action throughout the market. Mantra getting a nice push to the upside. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching Mantra at the moment. It's too overvalued in my opinion. And there's signs of manipulation on that price action, so I'm not crazy about it. Polkadot grinding to the upside, doing okay. I'm not a big fan of DOT anyway, but nonetheless, congrats for a nice move to the upside. And as you can see, there are some good projects getting a bit of reaction, but generally speaking, we're sideways, guys. Even Pepe is kind of sideways. We have Near Protocol waking up a little bit more, but still kind of sideways. And this is the name of the game, guys. You have to identify when is a good trading moment and when it's not. Right now, we could be in the beginning of a great trading moment to begin the week nice and strong, starting right now, because earlier on this morning, it wasn't even that great, to be honest. We're starting to get it now, right at the tail end of the day, of the trading day, where we're starting to see a bit of volume and a bit of an upturn and uptick throughout the market, as you can see. Hopefully we can continue the sustainable move to the upside. Hopefully we can, when I'm live tonight, we can talk about this a bit further to see exactly what's happening. But it does look pretty good, as you can see. A little bit of a grind to the upside until we get a nice pop, maybe even a short squeeze to the upside would be ideal. Very range-bound price action, but the beginning of a breakout is possible. All right, guys, I know you're here to talk about charts, so let's begin. Let's begin our analysis talking about Bitcoin, and then we'll jump right into the Hyperliquid chart. Bitcoin as a leading indicator right now is not really doing much. As you can see on the daily time frame, we're still in a downtrend. However, guys, is this downtrend over, and are we ready to start moving to the upside? Let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. So at this current moment, I can say this for certain, that we are still in a downtrend. There's no indication of a reversal. You can see lower lows and lower highs. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so it's clearly shown here in the charts as data. And even if you go on the 4 hour, it's still in a downtrend. However, I think the magic is happening on the 4 hour, because the dailies didn't confirm anything to me. We're still making lower lows and lower highs. We have the support level, the liquidity level right here. There's a bit of liquidity that can be, basically hunted right here. People that might be going long, and then, maybe coming down and getting those people wrecked as the bears keep on pushing down. There's a lot of emotion that could begin right here at this horizontal support at 73,000. However, a lot of liquidity is trapped up also down here at 52. If we do come down here, we're going to expect a lot of reaction, because tons of stop losses are placed down here. So the question is, when do the bulls start kicking in? And I would say this: if the bulls start kicking in right now, guys, super healthy reversal. It would even be this would be considered a healthy retracement, not even maybe a retracement. It came down to the 0.5 fib, which is fine, but ultimately this right here is looking okay on lower time frames, not so much on the daily, because really we didn't even get, we got a bit of divergence stemming in right here, but we're not getting any follow through. That's a bigger issue, because we shouldn't be trading just divergences. We need some follow through from this price action, and it could take one more dip in volatility, one more bearish response, and then maybe we start moving to the upside. Would it give us a nice confirmation low, a higher low? Because that's what we need here, guys. To be honest, to confirm a change of direction here, a change of character needs to be achieved on the daily. It is somewhat being achieved on lower time frames. On the 4 hour, as you can see, we came down for this low, double bottom pretty much, a slightly lower low. That's fine. We created a higher low, we created a higher high, and now we're making a higher low. Do we go up for another higher high? Guys, if we make another higher high with volume, because you can see that there is no volume in this move, unfortunately, it would be an explosive move. And right now, this is the issue. So without volume, we kind of look at this as a potential trap for a continuation to the downside, because I can tell you this: there's liquidity to be hunted at these bottoms too, at 78,500, right? Because a lot of stop losses are placed down here as well. So we are getting the change of character, but without much volume, there's no confirmation. We are at critical levels, obviously, because if this gets into a reversal pattern where we start breaking previous highs, especially this one, the daily is going to start to look bullish, because the daily is going to start getting its change of character as well. So we have a lot of work to do here, but this is critical for the reversal at this level for the Bitcoin price. Now the question is, what's going to happen to the altcoins if Bitcoin starts to show strength? Guys, we're getting a bit of a taste of it today. We're seeing some of the altcoins do very well, and in fact they're outperforming Bitcoin, which should technically show us a Bitcoin dominance that is falling. And this is the result of altcoins outperforming Bitcoin, and it's a very healthy state for those altcoin holders. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. We're still kind of sideways and choppy. We're still in the zone of which all this liquidity that's trapped to the upside that people are going long could definitely, be hunted by market makers, and we could make an attempt for a lower low. But until that, guys, just understand risk management is key. And if it start breaking below this low and this low and this low, guys, we're coming down for a major lower low and continuing just this trend to the downside. Okay, that's the reality. All right, guys, so the 4 hour. Now, if we go into the chart for today, which is Hyperliquid, we have to understand that basically what we're looking at is what Bitcoin is going to be doing in the next little while. And in addition to that, we're going to be looking at what the total market cap does. And I review the total market cap with you guys every night when I'm live. And it's very important, because ultimately we have been seeing a lot of capital leave the space. The total market cap fell below $3 trillion. And it's not just based on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in a dip right now. And, it did, sell off a little bit. But we are also seeing altcoins, fall much lower than their bear market bottoms. Hype didn't have a bear market. right? So that's fine. But ultimately, what we're seeing is crypto kind of shrink in its market cap, and meaning that the amount of circulating capital in the market is coming down. And that's something that we need to see reverse very, very soon. So it's not project by project specific that we should be worried about. It's the industry in general that we need to focus on. And reality is that if we're going to get a bit of a reaction or get a bit of a recovery in this market, we are going to recover first in the larger caps, starting with hopefully Ethereum. And then from there, we start to see larger caps move with different value propositions and different narratives and so on and so forth. And Hyperliquid is one of those that could definitely attract some capital upon some of that capital re-entering the total market cap, if you get what I mean. So at this current moment, we are seeing that Hyperliquid got an ABC type of correction, a very clear 3-wave to the downside. Now, I don't think this is going to turn into an impulsive move where we get a 5-wave to the downside, because then this thing's pretty much dead. But I'm going to be honest here, a relief, even if it is another sense of relief right here, is very possible. And what I would like to understand here is that the risk to reward ratio is still not the greatest, but we are working on something. The question is what? What is the price working on? Now, I just want to identify this level right here. As I'll tell you this again, liquidity is trapped up into this level, right into this zone, okay, right around $18.60, and also right here, you know, people that went short put stop losses all up here, and ultimately, liquidations happen up that level. If the price comes up here, a lot of people will get wrecked. Now, on the way down, we're also noticing that people are, being shaken out, and as people are being shaken out, there's bullish bids, buyers that are accumulating, and you can see what's happening here. Look at this volume node that we got going on with the point of control here at $13.6, which is a lot. $13.62 right now is doing pretty good. Now, if we kind of zoom in and kind of look at what's happening here, and we kind of look at the oscillators, what's the good thing about this price action is we got our confirmed higher low, which is very, very nice. Okay, now if we can come up and make a higher high, that would be awesome. Now we come up higher highs and higher lows, we can start creating a trend to the upside. But if you're a bear out there, you're gonna right away say, you know what, that looks like a bear flag. The reality is, it's true. It is going to be a bear flag, and there's going to be trapped up liquidity at each bottom. The people putting, stop losses on their longs, and market makers are going to have an incentive to go and hunt that, and potentially even hunt down here where the majority of the stop losses should be placed and the grand majority of the liquidity. Now, if we see a bearish response that does not hunt all the liquidity, that means the bears do not have enough strength. In fact, we should get a confirmation low, a higher low. We should come down, hunt some of it, let's say, and get that higher low. If we get a higher low here, a proper higher low after a 3-wave corrective move to the upside, and we get rejected in the sense that we roll over, guys, we're coming down for a confirmation low, higher low, where we can get some confirmations of breaking above and truly making a pivot point structure into this level. Now, it could be that this becomes the pivot point structure. I don't trust it until we get a confirmation, a high or something like that. But even still, I would be worried about the bears still having strength. Why? Because we ended this with an impulsive move. Now we're in a corrective stage, and now we're going to go for another attempt. If the next attempt is a failed attempt, what I'm looking for is a swing failure pattern. What I'm looking for is a pattern of which that shows the bears do not have enough strength to continue the downtrend, and usually that exists right around here. So we'll get the 3 waves, then come down, maybe come down here, maybe break below the lower low, come back up, back test and spring, and that would be a back test off of this level. And this will show us that, you know what, there was a shakeout, a fake out, a level of which the market makers wanted to induce some pain before we actually get a proper reversal to the upside. And this right here is how you hunt liquidity at the same time as get a nice reversal where the market makers can accumulate before we get that nice reversal pattern to the upside. Now, in the meantime, I do want to stress that the importance of a reversal at this level is based on the fact that momentum is currently in an uptrend. You can see the purple line is in an uptrend. Momentum, volatility right now, we need to see it overbought. It's likely to eventually get overbought, but we can see an expansion coming in hot right now, and it could be that this expansion eventually turns red like the other ones. You can see that right into this zone. Okay, so I'm worried about this Una reverse right here on the trend, on the volatility indicator. I'm also worried about what's happening with the trend oscillator right here. The expansion is looking like it's ready to taper off and go bullish, but at the same time, this indecision, what's happening right here, means exactly that. We don't know where the market's going to be going. Look how flatlined this, the EMAs right now are on the trend oscillator. So I'm a bit worried. Ultimately, what I can say is this, is if we can perform or get a structure into this level that suggests a higher high or higher low, at least you know where to get your invalidation. It is a little bit early to get into heavy bags here on Hyperliquid. Although the retracement is deep, you can see that there is no indication of structural support right now. Not really confident into this level. So where are you going to put your stop loss? Well, you could put one right here and hope that the market makers don't hunt that liquidity. I could also see an ABC corrective move right into here. ABC, as you can see, ABC, maybe we come down right here, test a 786 886 retracement, and then get the pop to the upside. That's possible, right? But right now, as you can see, I am not that confident in what's happening here because there's not enough structure. There's only one touch at this bottom and this higher low, which can convert to another higher low that's lower than this low, and we get that corrective move, and then we go up, and then we kind of consolidate here, and then maybe we start looking for a structure that suggests pivot. And that's what I want to see, a pivot point structure with class A bullish divergence, which, guys, we're not even getting either on the 4-day. Now, if you get on the 4-hour, if you look at the daily is oversold, which is great, but look at the bullish response. The bullish response is almost done. Volatility wise, look at that, almost done. And guess what happened to the price? Nothing. So I'm not convinced yet that this is a bottom. We might need a little bit more of a structure to pick up some more bullish bids, and then I'm interested to see the recovery. Even if we get a pop to the upside, I'm interested to see what happens here before I get in heavy. However, it doesn't matter, right? You could still buy a little bit DCA, and I plan on doing that weekly, just slowly accumulating bits and bits of capital bit by bit. And that way, upon a reversal, I can start to, appreciate some of these returns. But once we get the structure, I am definitely going to be buying in with bigger bags. So that way I can appreciate that reversal much, much more, with confirmations taking less risk, because I know where my invalidation is. The invalidation right now on the daily is not that clear. To be honest, it's not that clear. We can get another shakeout, we can get another wick, we can get all kinds of mess out here still, given that we're still in a downtrend, and the market, even the macro environment, is still not clear either. All right, guys, so if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor, slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and see you tonight at 8 p.m. And don't forget, buy the dip.